right, so we cover this guy named Dan Alexander on Who Are These Socials, Thursdays at 6 p.m. Eastern. Thank you very much. And Woke Dad, as Blind Mike has referred to him, is a guy who has two children who are both in the LGBTQIA plus community. One is trans, the other one is gay. The one who's gay wasn't always gay, but then saw that the other one was getting a lot more attention than she was, and decided like, hey, you know, I like sucking on pussy, right, Dad? He's like, all right, I'll start talking about you in my videos now too. That's fine.
Cool.
Well, we asked our buddy Record Lover, who's in our Discord, because he has a woke.dad TikTok account where he goes back and finds the archives of this guy's TikToks long before we discovered him. And he finds some creepy stuff this guy was up to. And so I challenged him for this live show. I said, go back and find us some stuff from the archives that we don't know about with Woke Dad. And Dick, I'm interested in how you feel about this guy. He's he's opening up an art studio. And the art studio
One day
is just for trans kids. It's a safe space for them to paint.
It's called Molest You.
And so this place is kind of built now, even though there's never kids in there. It's just him making mugs. But this is going back a couple years when he was just talking about starting it.
Making mugs that think they're bowls.
Hey, this is back
This isn't a joking matter. Think of all the kids that are dying at the straight art studios.
Yeah.
It's not safe for them in these studios, Dick. I don't think you're understanding the severity of this.
If you care about protecting trans kids, this is the place. This is going to be an art studio that's going to support kids in marginalized communities, give a lot of people safe spaces. I look a little scruffy. It's because I've given myself a November deadline, and I have a lot of work to do. This space has a brand new roof on it already. I did some fascia work yesterday. As you can tell, the soffit's not done, but the electrical anchor is in place, which is super exciting. By the end of this weekend, I may be ready for power. I'm really thankful that I know how to do a lot of this stuff because it's given me the opportunity to be able to do it because the cost is very high. So my sweat equity, I'm pouring everything I got into this. We're going to get this open because there's a lot of kids in a lot of marginalized communities who really need safe spaces. And this election season,
How did we
this
get
is making
here?
a lot of people scared. And I want to do everything I can to give them hope, to give them safe spaces, and to make them feel safe. So, we're doing entry cable today. What's up?
Yeah, the whole studio is about entry cable. No, you can't let that guy around a bunch of kids. He doesn't know.
Well, Mike, is the studio open yet?
I mean, it takes time to build things. 3, 4, 5 years sometimes for one room to paint in.
Dang it, those poor kids.
Let's not forget, he has created 2 GoFundMes for this thing.
Yes.
And combined, they've gone way above and beyond what he needed to raise to end this project.
It's expensive. What don't you get about art studios? They're expensive.
He also has an Amazon wish list that, until we shamed him, included 5 iPads.
For
the
art,
kids.
For the trans
Yeah, because the kids can't share an iPad. They all need their own.
A kiln costs thousands of dollars.
He has 3 kilns now. He's up to 3 fucking kilns, this guy. So this is a great clip. And Jen, by the way, helped me curate these. Record Lover sent these over. And this is just his inflated sense of self. Only Woke Dad can behave like this online.
Okay, so your last tattoo is the weapon you have to use to go into battle.
I guess that means I'm going into battle. With my heart.
Ew.
He's so proud.
Anyone watching that would expect him to pull out his cock when he asked that.
You should see his tattoo.
Jen, remind me, who sent us that? It wasn't just Record Lover. We had another
No, that was
helper.
Sharon Peters.
Sharon Peters sent that over. Thank you to Sharon
who
Peters.
also has a woke dad, a woke dad.
She's a Woke Dad TikTok, right?
Yeah, she
also does one.
She's an aficionado.
So what Woke Dad does that we love is he has a mobile coffee shop. And he has these conversations with customers.
Oh, yeah.
And customers will say things to him, like we just played this on the show, where a black woman goes, "Whoa, you just looked at me differently than any white person ever has, as if I wasn't even black." And he goes, God damn those white bastards. I wish they were more like me.
Wait, he's retelling this?
He always retells it.
Oh, okay.
He talks about like he was in a Walmart bathroom and a guy kicked him out because he's wearing a trans shirt and he thought he was a trans woman or
Yeah.
something.
Out of here, freak.
Yeah, get out of here, you freak. And we always say, like, why wouldn't he record these conversations?
Right.
Show the clip.
Show the clip. Like that, wouldn't that be
Show the
amazing
clip.
to see these interactions, these conversations? Well, it turns out that Dan very easily could be showing us these interactions because he has a camera on his mobile coffee shop.
I don't know why anybody would want to send me free samples, but every once in a while somebody takes that risk. Because honestly, I'm going to give you an honest opinion. It's going to be 100% honest. I don't care if they send it to me for free or not. And I own 3 businesses. I'm going to beat the living crap out of that thing. To be honest though, this one's pretty impressive. Now, it's got a solar panel on to keep the battery charged. This is a camera. It's a backup camera. What's cool about this is a mobile coffee shop that I own. And like, I know the generator's running, but the hitch is right here, and I can stick this to the back of my truck. And then I can point that camera down at the hitch if I need to back up to the trailer. What I'm actually using it for, though, is for different purposes. I have an all-aluminum trailer, so I had to put a metal plate on the back of the trailer because this thing is
So you can put it
magnetic.
anywhere and film
Let me take you
anything.
inside and show you. The camera's super wide angle, and now I can tell how many people are in line in my drive-through mobile coffee shop window without having to stick my head all the way out of the window. So if I'm busy,
Oh,
I
that
can
must have
just
been
look up the
taxing.
camera. Now, the one downside, if you aren't using it as a normal backup camera for a car, you do need like a battery bank with a 12-volt plug. I actually happen to have a lot of those. Most people aren't using it for what I'm using it for, though. Quality on the camera is really good.
Okay.
Quality on the screen is really good. I don't know. If this thing holds up, I'm pretty impressed.
He's recording every interaction. We never get to see any of them. He sets it up right above the window.
And like to the thing of like maybe he's worried about people's privacy or whatever, but they're all the nicest It's someone saying,
Right.
"You're a hero who changed my life." Who wouldn't want to put that on the internet?
He convinced. He
Well, we
convinced.
live in our world, sir.
He convinced 2 Texans to not vote for Trump. That's how amazing this guy is.
That's right.
It's very convincing.
You always wonder how these guys get caught. Like,
Get caught doing what, Dick?
yeah.
Yeah. I get
Other
it.
guys, not this guy, other guys who get caught doing really horrible things. You're like, why were you recording everything you're doing? It's like a sickness.
Oh, we'll be talking about, we're going to do some creep-off stuff in a little bit. They're always filming their own crimes. It's amazing how that works. So
Why does the video even exist of you talking to this kid behind your coffee store? Well,
So before Dan was this woke liberal who was trying to save the world and make everyone trans, he was trying other gimmicks to be popular on TikTok. And I love going back and seeing these old ones where he's just being goofy, he's just being silly Dan Alexander.
Different guy entirely.
Totally different guy than what
Funny.
we see today. He's very serious about everything he says.
That doesn't look like a Tesla.
Willy Wonka, I bet you it's chocolate.
Can't believe that didn't catch on. Can't believe that didn't catch on. We talk a lot about how Dan always wears a hat, and we wonder about his hairline and what's going on with that.
Hey, I finally fit it somewhere.
He tried a lot of different things before being a woke liberal is what caught on and made him popular.
he'd make a great furry.
He would make a good furry.
Yeah.
I think
He
he's
might
halfway
be.
He'd
there.
be better.
Yeah. This is odd because I think he's making a gay joke here. Mike, you watched this ahead of time.
I did. I can't quite tell because he does. There is a thing that he does at this time where he's like, "It's all comedy, baby." He's like Rogan back then. He's
right.
like, "Come here and get offended as if this is all comedy, brother."
So this is for Scott and Rich. You guys have been making me laugh so hard with your store names, so I wanted to contribute to your cause. Here's my own take on this, though. This dingle hole's for you. Okay, so in all seriousness, I've been down by this rocky road many a times, and I just can't I can't go down that road. I can't go down it.
Ain't he a stinker?
He went on to do the first bit from Eddie Murphy's Delirious after that.
He's so hateable. I'm fascinated by him.
I know. He doesn't live very far from us, Dick. We could go visit him in his mobile coffee shop anytime.
Really?
Yeah, he's in New York State.
He probably makes great coffee.
I'm sure it's fine. Sure, it's
Bit
fine.
muddy.
This is why Dan is TikTok famous.
Hey everybody. So I wanted to take a few minutes and give you the top 5 reasons that my girls, my daughters, think that I will never
Oh, this is back when he had 2 daughters. Woo. Yeah. Dan, I don't know what you're saying right now. You're misjudging one of the kiddos.
It'd be great if Dan in the past was like my girls or whatever the fuck you call them.
Whatever they think they are today. What's great about this is that all he talks about now is how his children look up to him. They think he's a superhero. He told this story, Dick, where they went to some convention and they're at the superhero convention. And when they got back, he said, draw your favorite superhero. They both drew him. Yeah. He's like, and I found out I was my children's superhero.
They drew like the gayest guy in the world. Oh, it's me.
So what's amazing about this is before he became this persona of Super Dad, who the kids can't wait to hang around with, we learn what's really going on.
Hey everybody. So I wanted to take a few minutes and give you the top 5 reasons that my girls, my daughters, think that I will never make it TikTok famous. So start off with number 1. It's right up there. Dad, you are lame AF.
These girls are pretty perceptive.
So for any of you out there in TikTok world who know what AF means, I'm going to go with amazing father because guess what? I am. Number 2, super adamant about this one. Dad, you are lame AF. Okay, moving on to number 3. You're so embarrassing.
The comedy rule of 2
sweetheart,
on
you're
that
9
one,
and
I guess.
11. It's only going to get worse from here. We're going up in the world. Okay, number 4. Dad, you are not funny. That one stings a little bit.
Number
but guess
1,
what? I am
Dad, you're
funny
kind of
if
a
I'm
gay
funny.
bitch.
Okay.
He's tossing the
Number
cards like
5.
Letterman.
I'm pretty sure they had a brain aneurysm at that point.
So these kids are telling him he's not funny, but I disagree, because wait until you see this gag he did with Bud Light bottles, pretending to be
This is
drunk.
one of my favorites.
Yeah, this
He
is
shot
what,
him like Kid Rock.
no, that's not what he did. This is what Dan used to be like.
You actually?
Just the other day I was talking with a friend of mine. She came up to me and she goes, "How are you such an incredible dad?" And I said, "It's simple. You just have to open every situation with a heart full of gold." You know, when you really love your kids, everything really is an adventure. Everything is fun, everything's exciting. Being patient and kind truly goes a long way. Every parent really deserves to have that type of relationship with their kids.
I don't hear you guys laughing. Isn't this funny?
So if you're listening, he's piling up Bud Light cans in front of him, or as Tab would call them, thinking beers.
When the moon hits your eye like this, it's a amore.
You actually can't get drunk on Bud Light. That is a scientific fact. That's not how that works at all.
He's Foster Brooks. That was pretty good.
You're buying that? It's pretty good acting.
That guy can't be around kids, man. You gotta stop this, Carl.
He talks about his ex-wife and says, "My ex is a narcissist." and then he makes videos like this and puts them on TikTok.
Why
It's
is he
funny to
stacking them
introduce
in a
this to Dick
triangle?
because he's like, you guys are laughing at this? This man's a danger. What do you,
Yeah, I know,
stop,
right.
stop him.
We've been on a journey for years, and you just watch this going, this guy has to get his kids taken away from him. We're like, no, we know, but also it's kind of funny. Here's the last clip out here.
He's not right.
Hello, Daniel. How are you feeling today? Here to assist with your physical? Yeah, you know, just getting a little older. Want to make sure I'm doing okay. Yeah, okay, makes sense, makes sense. I'm gonna need you to drop trowel and slide on over. Slide on over, right about here. Oh, okay. Lighting is awful in here. Why don't I have you jump on the table and flip on over? Okay, perfect. I'm all set. Your doctor will be with you shortly. You're not the doctor?
Oh, he was getting molested.
By himself.
Pretty good stuff.
Some woman out there just goes, "What's happening?"
You know,
How I felt.
when we do these shows on YouTube, we have no idea what the actual feedback is, and now we know. Just like, what's going on right now? Why are we watching this man? It's demented.
Oh, Daniel, don't ever stop.
So that's our buddy Woke Dad. I'll hit it again.
All right.
Thank you very much, Blind Mike Geary, Jenny Jingles.